Hi, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. This is the 10th, and for now, final session of Minimum Rage. It's a game from World Champ Game Company using the Mutant Year Zero engine that we have lovingly hacked to a version that we really like, where the game setup we've kept true. It's set in the 90s, late 90s at the IGoA mall, and the player characters are employees at the mall, but also part-time monster hunters. So they are slackers. It's like Clerks in Chasing Amy meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We've had a lot of fun. It's been a good break between sessions, so as we've played some things in the middle, so let's go around the horn and remind ourselves of our characters. But before we do that, let me quickly go over our safety tools. We have lines against sexual assault, sexual violence, sexual coercion, harm to children, pandemics and slavery. And then we have veils on sexual content and harm to animals. And on harm to animals, we need to ask first before we introduce that content. And on top of that, we do have the X card. So with all of that, let me start from the right-hand side of our character keeper. And Alex, if you could introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Hey, I am Alex. I use he, him, and I am playing Chad Robbins. He's the Dreamboat and regular, which I don't feel is super relevant. But anyway, at the end of the summer, he is expected to take his role in Robin's Luxury Autos, his dad's luxury autos lot. He has a older brother who lives up to the name of Chad, but is called Dennis. And is basically I imagine the big brother from Weird Science.
Yes, Chet, played by Bill Paxton.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a little bit of the outsider of the group because he's kind of from the kind of preppy rich kids, but he kind of wants to move away from that. He doesn't want to be pigeonholed in that. And so yeah. And he's just started dating Tiffany over the last few weeks, which is it's fine. No drama there.
None. Sweet. Thank you so much, Alex. And then moving further left is Jan.
Absolutely no drama there. Hi, I'm Jan, he, him pronouns. I will be playing Rolf O'Neill, also he, him pronouns. And he is the superhero class. And he rides a skateboard. And his personality is a stoner. And I think he got a bit beaten up in the, well, he didn't get beaten up in the mosh pit, but he did get a bit injured, which is not going to be very helpful for the skating competition, because I've got some damage on my hearty. And absolutely, Rolf absolutely has no problem whatsoever with whoever he's dating, especially not that he's dating Tiffany. No problem there. No problem.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that you guys have no drama coming in on last session. Thank you for that assurance, because that, of course, could have been a problem, but luckily we're okay. Next, we move over to Jen.
Hello there. I am playing Brooke Slater. I'm Jen Kitzman. I use she, her pronouns, and Brooke also uses she, her pronouns. Brooke is a zinester and an artiste. So she's occasionally making Peep the Creeps, a local zine that she also archives on her GeoCities page about the strange creeps that they run into. There's definitely going to be a zine coming out about the events of the past couple games. She's been dating Muffy Vanderstein, which has been, you know, different but nice. Engaging in a little interclass romance. Also, she's taking an involuntary car ride with a vampire right now. Last I knew.
Yeah, I'm glad you reminded us of that because I
Yeah.
was going to bring it up.
Doesn't seem safe.
No, it's a bad ride. Awesome. Thank you, Jen. Sabine, you're up.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sabine. I use any pronouns. I'm playing Echo Park, who uses she, her pronouns. She's a graphic novelist. Right now, she mostly has this long and epic and tragic and gothy graphic novel that she's writing that might be good or might be not, but she's also doodling a few cat comics, like comic strips, basically about a snarky fat cat who's fed up with everybody and mostly everything, but not like Garfield, but more like a punk, which by the way is also Echo's personality. She's a punk. She doesn't get on well with authorities and stuff like that, and also she doesn't get along well with Muffy Vanderstein, who now pretends to be a person instead of a money bot, which I don't know, might lead to some tension between Echo and Brooke, because Echo has not been very quiet about her feelings in that way.
I mean, it already has, but
Yeah,
go off.
yeah. Let's see how that goes.
Indeed. And then next and last we have Tyler.
Hi there, I'm Tyler, he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Wolf Weiler, also he, him pronouns. And he is the tabletopper, which is, he's the GM for our group's role-playing, which they're playing Vampire at the moment. And he is also a stoner, so a stoner GM, yay. And he's kind of a smooth talker, even though he's kind of small and weedy. But he does actually have some magical powers and can polymorph himself into things. He's kind of got a little crush relationshipy thing maybe going with a particular young lady who is also a tough wrestler. And at the moment, he's stinky from being all up in the mosh pit and getting sweaty.
Correct. So last session we didn't have the full boat. What we did have was the group that went to the Prodigy concert. Brooke went with Muffy. The two of them had some fun. Wolf and I believe it was Wolf and Rolf, right? You guys did a lot of mosh pit fun, and you got to re-meet the vampire who we now have a picture for in the Monsters tab, the vampire by the name of Lance, who considers himself a little bit of a skate king. You also saw Claudette, the girl who carried around a parasol. She's the one who nearly caused some serious problems with Phil, but you guys saved Phil Dimitri Rodriguez. And then she said, well, fine, I'll go for door number 2, which happened to be Brooke. Grabbed Brooke, threw her into a hearse, and they drove off. That was the last bit of the session. So what we're going to do is jump back in time a little bit, because I don't want to shortchange Chad and Echo. So let's check in. Chad, I believe did you hop in the back of the cabriolet for Echo and Percy?
Yes. We'll say yes.
Cool. So you guys headed off to the Beechwood Stadium, where this is going to be held. With the Prodigy is the main act. There was an opening act of a local punk band that most folks had never heard of, and shockingly enough, it's a punk band that is not gravel dance, but is instead known as the slow breaking down of reality. That is the punk band. And yeah, that's mostly because Alex came up with a great name for it. And we stole it. So, Echo, you are riding in the cute cabriolet of Percy, your ex-girlfriend, who's tried being nice to you lately and then offered you a ticket to the Prodigy concert, which you grudgingly accepted. She is, of course.
I mean, I
Playing-
think I had my own ticket before, but okay. I was going with her, so cool. Cool.
It's also Muffy who has the cabriolet. I don't know what kind of car.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
True.
I got things mixed. It's been a little bit of
Percy's
time.
got.
Yeah, what does Percy have? Yeah, cabriolet's totally a Muffy thing. So I think
I mean,
Percy's
Percy's not that rich. That she would
no,
own
she
a
is not.
cabriolet.
So
It's
yeah,
one
I
of
think
those
she's
Ford. Is it a Focus? It's not a Focus. It's
Maybe
you know,
it's
the kind that's like really boxy and they lasted forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a Escort or something, like a
Yes.
Ford
Yeah.
Escort.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got
Yeah.
a four-door Escort. Thank
cool.
you for that reminder. So yeah, she's got a four-door Escort. It is like this burgundy, this ugly burgundy that looks almost like a brown. It's so dark. And the interior, she's covered with like this gothic lace seat covers, try to look darker inside. And what is the thing, Echo, that you gave her long ago you thought she would love because she's super gothy girl, that she has hanging from the mirror?
Yeah, I think it was a kind of oh, come on, I'm a vampire player, right? So it was totally the Malkavian clan sign, which is a broken mirror.
Yes.
And yeah, because I
That's
mean,
nice.
it's not just that it's a vampire and a RPG thing. It's also it's kind of neat. I mean, I had that pin, even though I didn't play Malkavian, so.
It was maybe my favorite of the designs. The others were pretty cool, but yeah, that Malkavian broken mirror was pretty great. She's got it, and he comes in, and it kind of moves around a little bit. And it's silvery, right? So occasionally we'll see a little bit of light effect on your faces. And she turns on the Cure. She's got the CD of the Cure's Faith, Carnage, Visions, which is an instrumental track that's like 27 minutes long. It's very twangy guitar gothy stuff going on, and it literally is like there's no Robert Smith in this song. It is purely the Cure being sad and maudlin, and it's amazing if you like it. Yeah, they're kind of yesing it. I mean, maybe Brooke would be into that because she's that's kind of her thing. But yeah, so she backs out of the mall parking lot and starts heading towards Beechwood Stadium, and she says, so it's all open seating, it's all general admission, but like if we get there earlier enough, maybe we could try to worm our way up to the front.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was looking to go to the mosh pit, but that's in the front, so.
Yeah, they usually don't let the mosh pit get up front. Chad, do you know the Prodigy? She says, trying to make a little bit of light conversation.
Well, I heard them in the record store. They seem pretty good.
You're in for a thing, then.
Oh, by the way, out of character, is Chad just being like this horrendous third wheel, or was he invited to kind of like as a kind of emergency exit or backup? If
did Echo
just
pull
explode?
Chad along? Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. Chad's the
Yeah.
ripcord.
I mean, I can imagine that Echo would like to have Chad along because the situation with Percy is but tenuous and by now. So having someone there, if she's just going to dump Echo in the desert or something.
Yeah.
We have a canon established desert where bodies have been buried, so
yeah, I remember
that's legit fear.
Yeah, exactly.
That implies success.
No, it wasn't. Sweet. So Chad was kind of invited by Echo, but probably is a third wheel in Percy's mind. That said, she still tried to make the conversation. You say, "Oh yeah, they sounded pretty good at the record store," and Echo says, "Yeah, you're in for something." So we'll fast forward a little bit as the song is still going when you arrive.
Can it like still be going? And we cut to, and now Tiffany's in the car because we.
Oh yeah, we should do.
It's like hardly any difference in the song, but obviously time has passed.
Sweet. Yeah, so Tiffany slides into the back with you, Chad, and she looks around. Oh wow, that's cool. I love that mirror thingy. That's like bad luck, right? Is that what that's about?
Oh no, it's like it's a vampire thing. It's
But you can't see a vampire's reflection in the mirror. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Dude, that's only those Lasombra who don't have a reflection, if I remember that correctly.
Lazam. Yeah, I knew that.
It's from a game, Tiffany. And in that game, they have reflections. And the broken mirror represents a broken state of mind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Is that like a wolf game? Did he write that?
No, he didn't write that, but he plays it. I mean, he runs it.
Cool. How do you win?
It's not that kind of game. It's more the kind of Chad, do you want to explain, or should I?
It's like a board game, except somebody's telling you a story.
Okay.
And you have to do some maths.
Uh-huh.
It is actually fun though.
Yeah. But you basically have to survive and kind of that's pretty much the goal. Is pretty much a cool story. No?
And then Percy says, "Yeah, it's an even cooler story when you can play as a bot." Grins.
And I look at her and say, I don't know. I've played with some people, or I've talked online with some people play that, and they're like, no. They're, ugh.
You can see Chad just shrugging to Tiffany in the background.
Oh, well, I played a Shaman, which some people call it Simitsi. They have this like flesh crafting thing. It's amazing. I took this one guy's back, like I ripped and I pulled out his spine and I wrapped it around a pole. He couldn't do shit about it. It was great. And
yeah.
back a little bit. So she's like, "Oh my God, what have I gotten myself into?"
Yeah, and I'm a little bit embarrassed about this because, like, I've been in this situation as a player, so yeah.
And then Percy's like, "And there's blood rituals, and they're amazing, and it's so good. And like sometimes we dress up in character, and we drink wine, but we pretend it's blood, but it's wine, so it's like really good."
You in character today?
What?
No, sorry.
We're not dressed in character today. My character wouldn't dress like that. She's a lot more fancy than I am.
Percy says, "Well, my character's not that much different from me because, I mean, I feel really comfortable in my own body. What if I were a vampire is what I kind of think. So, like, that's cool. So I guess I'm dressed in character every day, right?"
It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it suits you, I guess. I remember somebody commenting on making your characters so much like yourself as being a bad thing, but that probably was another thing.
Okay. And then you see the long line, and you guys start to pull in, and the parking at this stadium, like there's just a little bit of legit paved parking, and then everything else is in the grassy fields, almost like parking at a Ren Fest kind of deal. And there's this long dirt road. So we zip to you guys parking the little Ford Escort, and you're walking in pairs. And I don't know, like if Tiffany reaches up to kind of loop her arm in Chad's, is that a thing he would just let happen, or
Yeah.
would he?
Yeah.
Cool. And then I think Echo, the Percy's not going to push it, but she does walk beside you, right? And she says, "Oh, you know, the shampoo that you used on Hades was really, really good. Like, I need to buy some. When do you have a shift again? I'll come in and I'll buy it. Do you get commission?"
I don't get a commission, no. Well, you can come by the shop and buy the shampoo. I mean, I'm glad that Hades is okay, I guess. That's a cute puppy.
I'm glad that I got him too. Like, he was there to really fill an emotional void in my life, but I've grown to love that little dog. Hey, like, I could pay you on the side if you wanted, like maybe more than what you make at Spa, if you ever wanted to like come over and help me give him a bath.
Hey, Percy, you don't need to pay me to come. If you want me to come over, you can ask, but I won't get. I mean, come on, paying somebody to come over and have fun with you, you know what that's called, right? I mean, I'm not saying it, but we're friends, then I'm coming over and we're having fun, but I'm not getting paid to be somebody's friend.
Okay. So like, I guess you're coming over.
I guess I'm coming over.
So Tiffany, you have you heard them before? The band?
Oh, I have.
They're good.
I haven't. I listened to the Prodigy, but like I haven't been to. They normally play in Europe, and oh look, AOL, and there's this huge trailer that's giving away like Red Bulls and AOL floppies, like little sign up on AOL little floppy disks, and there are people kind of lined up. It's a warm day here in California, so a lot of people are dressed in like, you know, bikini tops, short shorts. You see that there's a guy who's standing there with a big like metal tub filled with ice that was just ice, and now it's like ice water with lots of water bottles, and it's like $5 for a water bottle. And there's another person who's selling like slap bracelets and little those like breaking glow stick type deals, and so people slow up when you get around that. And Tiffany will move away and go like, am I like getting that there's like big drama between Echo and Percy?
I think they're on a date, but
okay,
they also might be fighting. I'm not sure.
So, I can't get a read on it either. Do we want to like ditch them at some point, or are we hanging out in case Echo needs a lifeline?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go too far, because at least until she's giving me the, you know, the code word.
Okay, cool. So all right, no problem. Is Rolf here at the concert?
Yeah, he was really excited. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's great. And she gets a, you know, Red Bull, spits it out. This is terrible.
I'll get you a water. I get like 4 waters balls.
Ooh, nice. Rolling, dropping 20.
Yeah. I pass over to Echo. A couple.
So yeah, it looks
Echo,
like you got water.
I think
Chad.
Yeah, I think I lean a little bit, like when Percy's just a little bit away, so I can kind of. I mean, there's all the noise of people, so very easy to whisper something. Like, how are you doing? Echo.
Oh wow, kind of cool. I mean, I don't know what she really haven't figured out what she wants, but
Well,
maybe.
she seemed pretty aggressive about it. But yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I don't, like, it's complicated, the thing that we had, and then we broke up, and it was a big fight, and now we're not fighting, but she's weird. She never used to be this friendly, yeah. She always was a bit snarky, and like, yeah, like she was the goth queen of everything. And now she's like, oh, I really want to be your friendy. And that's weird. That's really weird. But also, like, I don't know. People change, right?
Yeah. I mean, just I'll be nearby. I won't go too far in case,
Yeah, you don't need to hold my hand, Chad. I was just worried that she'd just boot me from the car and I wouldn't get to see the show. I'll be good here. I mean, if she bonks me one during the mosh pit, then that's that. I don't think she will. I can bonk her back.
Okay.
But
Good luck,
thanks for being a friend, Chad. I won't forget it.
Well, just if anything does, I'll be here. Yeah. I think, distance. Move a little bit, give them a bit more space now. But I think I don't quite leave.
Okay.
Too far.
Cool.
Soon you guys you finish up with the trailer, getting the freebies, and you're headed up to get in line, and that's when a hearse slowly kind of passes by you guys, and it's got that 90% tint on the windows. You can't even see inside, and it slides up and comes up to the very front, and out comes Echo. You would recognize Lance, I believe, right? You saw him at the mall. You and Chad both saw him at the mall just earlier today. And Parasol Girl, they both get out, and they just cut line, and nobody yells at them. No one even complains. Just kind of walk right in like they own the place.
Those are the goths from the pizza place?
See, I don't think Tiffany was there, nor Percy, so they wouldn't know.
Where did we meet Lance? He wasn't the promoter for the skateboard thing, right?
He was not the promoter.
That was the old guy, cowboy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember. Was Echo in the scene that you guys had at the food court? And I don't think
pizzas.
I don't know.
With like loads of people kind of milling around.
What did he do? So
he chatted briefly with Rolf. That was about it. He's
okay.
There's a picture of Lance. So once you see the picture, you'll realize he's memorable. Once you see him, you can't unsee him.
Is that how he is walking around?
Yes. I mean, look at the guy. Look at his abs. If you had that, would you wear a shirt ever again? I wouldn't. I would refuse to go to a place and say no shirts, no shoes, no service. I'll be like, that's fine. I'll just ask someone to go in and get me stuff while I lounge around outside with my incredible chest and abs.
And they would.
Just stretching. Yeah. I mean, they would go get that for him just for the opportunity to hand it to him and touch his hand because he looks amazing. It is at N23 in the Maliverse cast.
Yeah, I found him. But I don't think Echo has seen him before.
Fair enough. Okay.
And I think she looks at him and says, "Doesn't this guy have a shirt or something?" Because she's not that impressed with abs. I'm sorry.
And Tiffany would say, "He doesn't need one. It's okay."
Is that a little bit of drool on your chin, Tiff?
No. Oh, she pulls out a compact. No, I'm good. I just need to reapply some lipstick.
Yeah, I'm not jealous.
Sweet.
Like instinctively just touching my stomach. It's like, there's some of a six pack, nearly, maybe.
I mean, Chad Robbins is a dreamboat. Okay.
Yeah.
we never treat him like this, but like mechanically, he is a dreamboat.
Yeah.
He should be capturing all the hearts of the folks that he sets his eyes upon. Anyway.
He's got competition now.
Undead competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chad is still wearing his shirt.
That's
So
true.
maybe
Yeah.
that's the mistake.
Oh yeah, like you guys are standing in line, and then Tiffany just is innocently kind of pulls up your T-shirt just a little bit to just check underneath. You know, you could totally take off your shirt too, Chad, if you wanted.
Right. Maybe when it gets a bit hotter.
She looks up. It's like it's pretty hot. It's just okay. Well,
Maybe me and Percy will give them, the two of them, a bit of space so it can get a little hotter for them.
it's like 32 here. Except she says, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but
Yeah.
she says it's 90, but I'm just saying it. So
Then translates through the internet. to
Okay.
me.
that's right. We have subtitles.
Appreciated.
Sweet. So you guys, the line slows down for a little bit. You realize that there are security guards who are checking people's stuff and making sure, you can't bring in waters and all that good stuff. So everybody has to do the chug of the water bottle that Chad bought for everyone. And then eventually you are let in. There's the way that this stadium is generally laid out is, of course, once you come in, you can see across this long field is the stadium itself. There's this concrete walkway which has a couple of concession stands, the merch area where you can purchase merchandise affiliated with either of the groups, and restrooms. And then there are porta potties that are lined up as well, because the restrooms are going to have a line for the entirety of the concert. Anything in particular, Echo, like where does Echo want to station herself? And I'm kind of firewalling a little bit from Brooke, Rolf, and Wolf from a story perspective, because I don't want to have to retcon anything that they did.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Echo would want to go to the mosh pit, obviously, but maybe Prodigy, the mosh pit is big enough so everybody can be there without just stepping onto each other's feet. But that was what
and we'll like see a couple scenes where Echo's in the mosh pit when Rolf and Wolf and Lancer end up moshing a little bit together. And you do see during the Prodigy part of the concert that a rival of yours, Damon Dillon, shows up, and he moshes pretty hard with Rolf, but Rolf bests him.
Good.
Yeah, he bests him and then offers him a hand back up in the true mosh pit spirit of not stopping a guy when they fall.
Yeah.
What about Chad?
I think there will be one little moment where he does buy a Prodigy t-shirt and obviously has to change t-shirts. So there's a little, for those who are interested in his six-pack, they get to see it for at least momentarily with a little bit of glisten on them.
It's like the pilot of Riverdale, where we have the like Archie shirtless moment, so we can oh wow, I did not realize that was under that shirt. Gosh, that's mighty nice. Go Archie.
And I think I think Chad he's been told about this mosh pit thing, and he has to see the mosh pit.
There's this particular, not officially cordoned off, it's just kind of an area that happens. And there's lots of trod up dirt and little patches of grass, but you see some people kind of line up, and it's like they're the unofficial perimeter of the mosh pit, and then there are just a bunch of people just moving around like waves in an ocean as they kind of bounce around in frenetic activity, often bumping into each other, and it's aggressive without anyone looking like they're trying to actively hurt anyone, as much as just express physical exaltation in the music. And there's the punk band that opens up is pretty thrashy, but their songs are like, none of them are more than 90 seconds, so it's a whole lot of like, get crazy right now, and then the song's done and they're like, and kind of tune up a thing, and the lead singer, who you recognize from Goody Music, has to say a few words and introduce the next song, and then they jump back in. So Echo and Chad, with your current dates or people that you're with, you guys all hover near the mosh pit. And early on in the Prodigy concert, you do see Lance comes in, and he ends up, you recognize he's the guy that, hey, 6-pack abs, and he was the 8-pack or 12-pack, who knows, so many abs. Like, he's got muscles in places I don't have places, but still, it looks good on him. And he comes in, Rolf, and he have a few brief words, and then I'd like to like draw, if you guys are okay with it, I'd like to kind of draw us together. So around the time of Firestarter is when Rolf and Wolf recognize that something's going on, and Chad and Echo, you guys end up following them. It just seems like something has happened, and when you come out, they end up going through the like turnstiles, and they're headed outside, and you see that hearse taking off really, really fast, and Wolf and Rolf are there, but you don't see Brooke. Now, remind me, was Muffy out here when Brooke was taken away?
I left Sylvia keeping an eye on her.
Okay, cool. So Sylvia was keeping an eye on Muffy. Brooke had come outside. Rolf and Wolf, you'd followed along. You guys were trying to do a thing with like, hey, I think somebody's in that hearse. And, oh, have we had that conversation? So, Sabine, break, timeout. We had a conversation. We did a little bit of a retcon to an NPC. Sylvia Ellinger is 16 years old. So we've aged her up. And we had a brief conversation. So we're retconning that. We went back and reshot all the scenes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's better anyway.
I agree too.
I'm assuming the actress was already like 16, 17, 18. So they just kind of recostumed slightly, changed the makeup.
That's it. We just fixed her hair different. That's all it was. But yeah. So
undid the pigtails. Yeah, now she's...
we did a little like voiceover of like, she's only 16 years old. No. But anyway, so I have forgotten that happened since last you played with us. But yes, so little Sylvie isn't so little anymore, but she's still a kick-ass wrestler, and she's watching after Muffy. So we pick up with Echo and Chad coming out, like following after Brooke, Rolf, and Wolf, because something looked like it seemed hinky. There was something that made your
Rolf.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on do I bring Tiffany with me?
Yes. I mean, if you ask Rolf, no.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah.
So Tiffany's with Chad.
Yeah.
Echo, let's say that maybe Percy got lost. Like maybe she got stuck at the merch table or just missed you.
Yeah, maybe she had to powder her nose and then something went up, and I was like, hey dude, you remember that cute girl I was with? Tell her I'm coming back for her. And then I leave. Nice.
And I think it's a thing where Percy was like, I am not getting into those porta potties. I will wait in line. Mm-hmm. Cool. So then Echo, Chad, and Tiffany come outside to see Rolf and Wolf looking at the hearse that is just taken off like a bat out of hell. Wolf, You notice that Chad, Tiffany, and Echo have just come outside to join you. What do you do?
Of course, and we've got Tex there with us as well, right?
That's correct. Yeah, I was actually frantically looking in the NPCs for Tex, but yes, Tex is there. Tex is the person who was the assistant to Lance, who was the scout of the skate park. He's there with you. Yes.
And
Okay, guys, is this werewolves? What is this?
Vamps.
Tex makes an expression like he doesn't want to disagree, but he doesn't want to agree out loud, so he says nothing instead.
Smart.
Really?
I kind of wave away our smoke cloud that was over there with us.
Wait, are we playing vampire now?
Mm,
I look over at Tex. I'm like, where the fuck did our friend just go? What the hell just happened?
I'm not sure. Let me handle this. Claudette's a little. He pulls out a phone, and it's like he flips the bottom mouthpiece part, and then he zips the big antenna.
gosh.
It's a cordless phone. He starts making a phone call and steps away from you guys.
I will turn to Wolf. What's going on? Vabs or no Vabs? What's the
They
thing?
just snatched Brooke.
Oh,
Vampires.
okay. Oh wow, okay. And we think that they want to exsanguinate her or something, or make her into a vampire, or what?
It's the remember the one with the parasol, the vampire chick with the
Nope.
She had a little umbrella.
she was
When we
having
were having
lunch.
pizzas?
Yes.
Let's get the car.
We don't know where they've gone.
And we can follow them if we have a car, car chase time, I guess.
They're parked like half a mile away.
It's a hearse. It can't be that fast.
Oh no. Dude's rich.
Still a hearse.
Also, hi, Tiffany.
Hey, Rolf. I heard you were. I saw you in the pit moshing. You were moshing in the pit.
Yes. You probably shouldn't be here right now.
I mean, I know that they're not gonna probably let me in, but I think maybe I can flirt with a security guard. Maybe tell him I had a I had to go get some feminine products, and he'll probably let me back in. Is Brooke okay?
Probably not.
And that's when Tex turns around and he like flips the little mouthpiece up for his cordless phone. He says, "Calm down. I've spoken with Claudette. I believe that Brooke is fine. They're going to end up at the skate park."
Okay.
Skating
Okay.
vampires.
I kind of lean into Rolf. Do we trust this guy? I lean into Wolf. Do we trust this guy?
Like Rolf and Tyler, Rolf and Wolf both are have like you can still get some.
Smell. I can.
No.
There's a scent.
Yes.
Look, buddy, if she's not there at the park,
All the cops. Okay.
And we trust that we're leaving her for.
Well,
Son, I will give you their license plate. If Claudette does not show up with your friend, and your friend whole and healthy, you can call the cops on her, all right? I'm tired of dealing with her shit. I work for Lance, not Claudette.
you like his school?
Vince at that term.
Okay, well,
that's our term.
that's a yes.
It says, well, hopefully you're still coming. Rolf?
Yeah.
Competing?
If she's there.
Yeah, if she's
We're
there.
Still talking about a competition after Brooks been kidnapped.
Well, I mean, that Lance looks like he seems like a bit of a sleazy douche, but I do actually kind of believe it when he says that he'll like he's a bit of a douchebag. No offense, Mr. Cowboy, but I think he doesn't like lie. I don't think he needs to.
So why are we still here instead of going to the skate park? See if Brooke's okay, and then look at Rolf doing the skatey thing.
And Rolf is pointing over to the fence of the like, because the Prodigy is still playing.
Oh,
And I think all of our rides are still inside.
And actually, yeah, we also need to get our IDs back because we left them at the gate.
And Tiffany says, "Oh my God, what a great idea! We should have done that. We should have like left our IDs. Now we're not going to get back in."
Oh,
And Percy
Right.
drove.
well, I mean, I've got my own ticket still here. I haven't used it. I got on one Percy's second one, so I can get in.
You totally
Yeah,
could have
the-
scalped that. Could have gotten like $60, man.
Easily 100. Come on.
Scalp. Well,
could
it's already started.
'cause I've never used my Deus Ex Machina.
Ooh.
I think
Mhm.
I'm wondering if could my brother have been at the gone to the concert as well, and his car be in the? Could I translate it as he's at the concert, so his car would be in the car park, and I would like
Sure.
caught a glimpse of it, so I know of a car that I won't get in too much trouble if I stole, or I know where he hides the key, like he
Yeah, you
goes
totally.
under the
It's
underneath
in one of those like little magnets that go underneath the wheel
Yeah.
well, and yeah, you totally know.
and it would
Wait,
totally be the
Wait, so he
truck
does have a
from,
nice car. Maybe he's
Back
got
to
the
Future.
like right along the little driver's side door there. Those like little gel press numbers where you can like. Do you remember that from like the late '90s? Some of those cars where you can like press in a secret code and unlock the door.
What?
There were a
Okay.
few cars that had actual like manual combination lock things by the door at one point.
Okay, I was not.
Well, I'm imagining Dennis
Interested
drives
enough in cars
the
back then.
truck from Back to the Future.
Oh, sweet.
The-
Okay, that sounds awesome.
I mean, it's a bit before the 90s, but
It's fine.
that's,
Classic.
I mean, that's-
Saw that in the movie and I knew that was going to be my car. Totally what your brother said.
I mean, I hate to say it, but we probably should at least go tell Muffy. I mean, Brooke's already going to be pissed for having been snatched by vampires. If we just left her girl in there, then I think she'd probably be even more pissed.
okay.
Let me run
Yeah.
get her. You see
I
if
mean,
you
maybe
can get us a
Tiffany
vehicle.
should. Maybe I should take Tiffany in.
Maybe I should
I
go
could
find
give you
Percy
the-
and tell her that I'm going.
And I
to
could give you guys the
skate thing.
too. I saw my brother's truck in the parking. The outfit is all. The keys will be underneath. He's got like the little magnet thing with the key. I can tell you under which wheel arch it would be. You could drive, right?
I think they're a little high.
What?
So we cut right there. Like that's a great cut moment. We cut to Brooke and Claudette. I think Claudette is going to try to feed off of you.
Yeah, she's not allowed. I'm struggling.
You're struggling? Awesome. So let's have you. So we cut, and I think is a thing where she's surprisingly strong. She's stunt casted as Helena Bonham Carter. So she's going to try to press you down, and you see her fangs come out. And you're thinking that's a bad touch. So let's have you go ahead and make a hardy roll. And I think It'll take a little bit of guts. Like you can use the talent of guts if you were
Sure.
to fight back against.
All right.
And we are using roll with me. I'm very excited.
Oh man. All right. So let's see. That'd be 4d6.
Yeah. Don't forget, you can burn advancement points for re-rolling dice. It costs 2. But
Ouch.
that's a thing to keep in mind.
Yeah. And I'm probably like after that first moment of strong shit, fuck. Probably a little less concerned with trying to sort of muscle my way through the problem and more trying to like block my neck. Like reaching out and grabbing whatever is in the hearse and like putting it between her teeth and my throat.
Love it.
So let's see here. Yeah.
See what the dice tell us about that success.
All right.
And there's a create a custom die, but you don't want to do that. You want to hit the purple roll the dice.
Oh, well, good news.
Hey.
Oh, that's not what I need.
So the good news is you didn't have a 1. The bad news is you didn't have a 5, nor did you have a 6. Do you wish to burn 2 advancement points to reroll a die? If not,
I mean, for just one die, that's not.
It's rough. That is exactly what it says for advancement points, and that is
crazy. No, I will fail. This is
sweet. So
I'd rather just fail than fail and things get worse.
you're not wrong. Sweet. So then she's whispering, no, it won't hurt. It won't hurt. It won't hurt. And you're struggling, and then all of a sudden she moves up to your neck and bites, and there's that moment where you flinch, but then you are caught in the rapture of the kiss, as it was called, and then Brooke becomes a little bit of a victim for a few moments, but then Claudette pulls back. She does not drain you in anywhere near death, but you will take I do think that's worth 2 stress. Like, you're getting bitten by a vampire. That's terrifying, right? You can take a condition,
pretty bad,
rather, if you'd like, and then you take no stress. So
oh wow, well, I think that's great, and I should take a condition. I think I'm dizzy.
Nice. So I give this to you. Is there any moment within the vampire's attack that Brooke finds pleasurable, or is it purely terrifying? Like, is there ever that moment where, per vampire fiction, there is this dark bit of desire that's unleashed there when she feeds upon you? No. All right. So it is.
Nope. It's
like, just sucky.
It's just sucky. It feels nice, but I don't like her, and she doesn't like me. And
that's right. There's no like here. But it weakens you. You feel a bit dizzy. She comes back and licks her mouth, and her fangs retract, and she chuckles. What exactly did you plan on doing just then? Were you going to fight me? Are you some kind of monster hunter?
As such, I was going to not be alone in a car with you. That was definitely not the plan.
We have a driver.
Okay, I won't be alone in the car with you and the driver. It's a really stupid nitpick.
Well, you denied me that young man, so I took you as recompense.
Gross.
Moves over and sits beside you. You were headed to this skate competition that Lance is having, weren't you?
Yes.
No, we'll get there early.
How old is Lance anyway?
He's not even a century. He's a child.
At least he seems to be having fun.
I assume so. I would hate to think that he's pretending to enjoy this bizarre sport.
Don't you like anything?
I do. What do you like? What is your name again? River?
Brooke.
Brooke.
And I like all kinds of stuff. Music.
The girl with the terrible split ends that you were hanging out with earlier.
Crimping splits your ends.
Mm-hmm.
I assume she's going to get a haircut as soon as it's grown out enough.
I'd hope so. It looks terrible.
So were you goth before goth became big, or are you just a follower? I gotta know.
Goth began because of people like me. Hangers-on who want a taste of death while still living.
No, goth happened because Sushi and the Banshees happened.
And who do you think made Sushi and the Banshees happen?
And like she rattles off the producers and the label that they were first signed with.
Nice.
I don't know, and I don't want to take the time.
Oh, that's awesome. But I think that I think that Brooke might know since she works at a record store. I think you're trying to like shut her down in Monster Hearts parlance here, frustrate her, and you're definitely being pretty savvy about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, why don't you give me a roll, see if you can shut her up, frustrate her, and quash any more of her weird gloating.
Can't really spot a talent that I think fits into
Me
what
either.
I'm doing here. Yeah. So it's just another raw 4 dice. Boink. Hey.
There's a 6. That's
Yep.
what you needed. She rolls her eyes dramatically and sits back in her seat. Well, enjoy the music. We'll be there soon.
Man, I could be listening to Prodigy right now. You have any Nutter Butters or anything? Or orange juice?
No, I only drink wine.
Okay, that was funny. But I have such low blood sugar that I can't laugh.
And since you shut her down, she actually she like leans forward, raps on the glass, and the door opens up, and you see this lurch-looking, pale-skinned, tall guy. He says, "Yes, ma'am. Stop by a convenience store and get us some fucking OJ." "Yes, ma'am." Then we cut like a hard cut to like a Circle K. And the lurch guy is walking. He walks into the Circle K, comes back out with like 2 bottles of orange juice. So we cut back
I
to...
didn't know if you wanted Pope or no Pope.
Yes! Oh, please, we totally do that. That is perfect.
They're like served in the crook of the arm, like, you know, wine suggestions.
He's your OJ sommelier.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just love the alliteration of that. So we cut back to Chad, Rolf, Echo, and Wolf. So let's run over the plan once again. Some of you are going back to at least tell Muffy what was going on. Others were talking about leaving by taking Chad's brother's truck. do we jump to everybody in the truck? Like, is that the most next logical scene kind of deal? Sweet. So Rolf Wolf, who's driving?
Chad, I guess.
Chad, I guess, yeah. It's his brother's car, so he can
Sweet.
crash it.
So what do you hit on the way, Chad?
We're in a rush. We have to get out because we're
Absolutely.
Brooke's
It's totally
life's on the
justified.
line.
Fine. This is,
Um,
lives are on the line.
Does the car park? Is it like the parking area? Does they have one of the the arms that go down?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got one of those.
Because
One of the water coolers. Sweet. There's like a gate you didn't even see that it was lowering down, and you just goose it and go through that, smash it away. And the wood scratches the side, like the gate scratches the side of the truck. It's
winces it.
Tiffany like leans her head out. So it's definitely you can't buff that out.
Oh.
That's gonna be real expensive. Once you go over a curb and now you're finally on the street.
Well, Dennis doesn't have to know, right? Who it was that.
Yeah, we'll just tell him it was stolen.
Yeah.
we can like, did you know that my uncle used to like boost cars? So I could help you if you want to strip it down a little bit. I know what they do. Boost cars is stealing cars.
Is this Tiffany who's saying this?
Yes, it's always Tiffany who has a weird relative who's into something inappropriate.
I'm starting to like this one.
I'm like, maybe. I was like,
Sweet. So we jump ahead to you guys pulling into the area where the skate park is. It's right near the mall, so you've effectively gone back. We see the mall in the background. It's in the backdrop, right? And sure enough, you see the hearse is there idling, like lights on. And I think this is a good time for us to take our like mid-game bio break. So it's right at the hour. Take like 10 minutes, and then we'll jump right back in.
Welcome back, Jan.
Well, thank you.
How you doing?
Very good.
Good.
You know, we're making do with everything going on, and it's fine.
Yeah, it's we're having some incredibly bad air quality days here in Denver.
Oof.
Yeah, like I don't know how common knowledge it is, but like you get smog in Denver.
Are you also
Not-
getting smoke from the California fires? Those are awful looking.
Ugh, just super bad.
What's super bad?
We're getting smoke here in Denver from the California fires. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and like happened last year with campfire too.
There was some fires last year, I think, that Jacksonville got from like Texas or something, but
God,
I'm putting some Neosporin on the bottom of my foot because a spider bit me.
oh
on
dear,
the
Ow.
bottom of my foot.
How?
how to get there?
I don't
it right?
know.
Was it radioactive?
I don't think so.
Sorry.
No,
Aw.
stop. Do not. You cannot lick this Neosporin
No,
because
no, spider wrench.
that'd be so cool, guys. I would like walk around a radioactive area looking for spiders if that was legit.
To, do the 6-pack check in the morning when you wake up.
No, there is not a 6-pack. If there is, it's hidden behind lots of other stuff. So,
Rich, about the channel creating thing, I think that was disabled because we have so many channels and some of them don't have any traffic at all. And we were thinking about doing something, but then there was vacation time, and I guess nobody got to do something. I don't know. We have a talk tomorrow. I'll check it out and I'll get back to you if you can create a channel for the Star Wars event or not. Okay.
thank you. I had a brief conversation with Lowell, and he indicated the exact same thing. And so, yep, I appreciate that. And the thing is, we could do. It's not like the Star Wars channel is really busy. It just felt like a little selfish to cordon off this conversation about an event. By the way, December 5th is Star Wars Saturdays special edition, and all of you are welcome. I will make a space for you if you want to come on that Saturday. At some point, there are going to be multiple Star Wars games that we'll be playing. And whether you're a Gauntlet member or not, a special invitation to you, friends. We'll make space for you. So
Appreciate it.
it's going to be fun and silly, and who even knows what we're going to be doing. So, just was suggested yesterday. So that's literally how much planning there's been is date and Star Wars games. From there, magic happens. So the last scene before we go into our break was the truck with this like huge scuff along the side, big truck a la the style from what was it? Back to the Future, right? It was the truck.
Yeah, I don't know what
Biff's-
that type
Biff's
is
truck,
called,
I think.
but
Yes.
Biff's and then
As it pulls up and you see the hearse is idling, and Brooke, you get out with Claudette. And what is the like attitude of you getting out with Claudette at this point as she gets out? Maybe you guys both come on. You tell me. What is the attitude with Brooke now that you are here?
Still kind of grumpy, but also kind of keeping quiet mid-check because, vampire could kill me.
Cool. And you guys had gone to get Muffy, so I assume she was like in the bed of the truck or something. Like she's come along. There's no way she's going to stay and watch
Yeah.
Prodigy. When
Oh,
she's
do
not
we
out
have
there.
to take her? Really? Okay.
So that's why she got in the
yes.
bed of the truck. She didn't want to have a
Yeah.
fuss about this. So
Yeah.
she hops out of the bed of the truck and runs up and throws her arms around you, Brooke, hugging fiercely. Oh my God,
Hey.
I thought you were. Oh my God, you smell like OJ. Are you okay?
Yeah, ish. Mostly.
like-
I'm really
Is
dizzy.
that pulp or no pulp?
No pulp.
Okay, good. Cool, good.
I'll very quickly get like a tire iron from the back of the truck and maybe a wrench, which I'll like throw to Rolf.
Nice.
I don't know how.
Rolf has a
how
skateboard in his
capable he-
hands, like, ugh.
He bats down the wrench.
Hey, we can kill. Do you think we can kill a vampire with a tire iron now? Yeah.
Oh,
Guys.
We're not going to kill them. We're going to beat their asses on the ramp.
Are you okay, Brooke?
Okay.
Yeah, a little drained, but okay.
Wait, literally?
what?
Oh my
Do
God,
you
are you
ha-
going to
do you have
become a
some
vampire?
Do you have some bite marks on you, Brooke? Can we see
Yeah.
them? Oh. No, I mean that was not like in character. It was my player.
Oh, okay.
Player
What a
Okay.
bitch.
player request.
Yeah, she's got bite marks. She's been bit on the neck.
Fuck, she
Oh,
didn't even
wow.
lick.
I think that's the game, Wolf.
Is that the protocol for that?
I don't want her to lick me. It's fine.
Are you feeling okay?
I am not 100% with it, but I'm not gonna die or anything.
Hunger for
I'm still
the blood
holding the
of the
tire
living.
iron vaguely,
What?
threateningly.
What did Wolf say?
Do you hunger for the blood of the living?
No.
Oh, thank God.
She
No.
wouldn't say if she was.
I think she would.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's Brooke.
I mean, that depends. Like, also, that would be a shitty sire, right?
And you
You see
totally
Parasol
turned me,
go.
right?
Are any of them good though?
Nice.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'll turn to Muffy and be like, "Oh man, I totally forgot what I was gonna say." Oh
Oh.
yeah, Rolf always gets into these like conspiracy rabbit holes. It's fine.
Okay. It's probably the marijuana. I saw a video on 60 Minutes.
I mean, it's probably also that he's seen a bunch of weird stuff and watches too much TV.
Yeah. I'm just. Is that a legit fine? Like they were saying it was like a legit vampire, and that seems really weird and sketch.
And I like show her my bite marks.
Oh my God. That's really.
Yeah, vampires are real.
And sewer monsters. I said to Tiffany. But we defeated that.
Yeah, I know. Tiffany answers.
Out of character. Has she always known? Oh, I mean, have we always known that she's known and I've just forgotten?
No, this is like a brand new revelation.
thank you.
No. You've hidden it from her all this time, but you evidently maybe didn't need.
There's probably like a, you know?
Well, yeah, like. Uh-huh.
Do you know about the fairground?
Was the carnies?
Oh, yeah.
How?
How what? They were.
How'd you know?
Oh, the carnies were fairies. I mean, it was pretty.
And the video game? The turtles? Wait inside the arcade game?
I don't like play video games. That's for kids.
I kind of elbow echo. I'm starting to agree with you. I like this one too.
Wolf is tilting his head like really far now, like. Ah.
Tiffany's just got a little fairy stone that she always sort of looks through before she goes to a carnival.
Mm-hmm. She's
She's
One of
got
her
it from her
cousins.
uncle.
Yeah,
Cousins, yeah.
one of her cousins gave her the fairy stone. She's got like a bunch of weird family members. She's from the rich side of the family. Rich is in wealthy, not as in me. Sorry, I have to occasionally say that. The Bronco from before with Tex arrives. Lance opens the door and he like stands up on the, the like, what is the thing called? The like step up deal to get
Running
into
board.
That's the word. Thank you, Tyler. You can take an advancement point. He stands up on the running board, throws his hands up. He's got his skateboard in his hand, and then he hops down very agilely onto his board and starts skating towards the skate park. And then other cars start showing up, and there are a lot of very pale people who are getting out of the cars, but like one of them is one of the like cars that like pops up and down on the the wheels, like pops up, and one of them's like this day glow orange, and another's like this fiery red, and there are all these hot rods and other, it's like an autorama as these guys are all sliding in, guys and girls pulling in their crazy fancy classic souped up cars.
It's like Vampire Dream Cruise.
I mean, kind of, because that interests me and it seems 90s, so it's like Fast and the Fangiest.
Wow, this is like a dream cruise, except all the 50-year-olds with fancy cars are still hot.
Buffy would crack up with that one. They're all. Are they all? Are they all vampires?
Fuck if I know.
I mean,
There are at least 2 vampires confirmed. There could
Cowboy
be more?
dude wasn't one.
No.
No. So yeah, just 2 that we know of.
I'd say be wary about anyone without a tan.
Uh-huh.
And the sun's set at this point, and we cut back to the stadium, and the Prodigy is like doing their first encore, and Percy is right up in the front, pressed like where you guys were before. She's wearing a Prodigy shirt now and like screaming her head off. We cut back to you guys, and Tex says, "The king of the skate park will be proclaimed the king of the West Coast."
Fuck.
Aren't we a democracy or something?
And Lance
Go get him, Tiger.
zips down into the little pool part of the skate park, and he's doing a few, like he's warming up, as it were. He says, "This will be handled with 3 judges. Claudette has already been chosen as a judge. Lance has asked me to ask you, representing mortality, which among you will be the judge for mortality?"
You do it. Sure. I'm judgy.
Tiffany
You are.
nods.
Fair point.
She's the most judgmental of all of us.
It's true.
Well, I like her.
We're not saying we don't like it.
Thanks.
And
Thank you, too.
Tex will come over and he hands you like, it's one of those like the flip things that have where you can do from 0.1 all the way up to 10.0, right? You know, like the flip cardy things to give judging. And I know there are a bunch of other ways that skating is judged, but for this specific thing, it is done like an Olympic trial where you will give a score between 0 to 10, but you really don't want to give anything below a 5. So you're grading it kind of like IGN does video games. You think at a 5 was basically a 0.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a numbers girl.
And Tiffany will go, I want to be a round girl. You know, the ones that like between the boxing matches, they
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can have that. Can we have that? Claudette?
Claude, yes. But
Yeah, we're
Tiffany
gonna have
has to
that.
do it.
Sure.
Good. Sweet. So, Chad and Wolf and Brooke, it appears that you guys are not directly involved in the skate park fiasco. What is your plan? There are maybe a dozen pale people here other than Claudette and Lance. There is one other competitor who looks real old, like he's got this stringy white hair, and he kind of looks like a vampire Iggy Pop, really. But like Iggy Pop now, not when he was really awesome, but like Iggy Pop now.
But still has the 6-pack.
Still has the 6-pack because that looks weird.
I'm probably being like corner man for Rolf. I'm probably there psyching him up and sticking close
He
to
needs
him.
it.
Yeah.
Do you guys mechanically want to try to help him relieve himself of a particular condition? Because that will be probably what he needs most.
Quick reminder of how we do that. It's
Good
been a
question.
little while.
So it has been a while. I agree. So stress and conditions. Column Q, like Qbert. You can erase marked stress by taking conditions. And then conditions go away when it makes sense in the story. So if you're pissed, but another character calms you down, you can erase the condition. If you're burnt, you apply some medication and bandages, you can erase it. And the fractured or bruised condition is what Rolf has right now. So how do you guys think narratively you could try to help?
I mean, bandage him up, stabilize the body part. Maybe some ice.
I kind of want to nominate Chad to do that. I may give him another
Yes.
condition at the same time.
Love it.
I imagine, like, yeah, we're kind of, I guess, I assume the stuff is getting set up for, judge's table and stuff, and we're off to one side on one of the benches.
And they pulled out one of those like plastic tables you might see at a flea market or something. They popped open the sets of legs and they set that up, and they're setting up chairs for Echo and the other two judges, including Claudette. What are you doing, Chad?
Well, I know Dennis has like a little first aid kit in the car, so I went and got that.
Sure.
Just like, come on, actually, how was he banged up?
Just some bruises. Like he was in a mosh pit and he, overdid it a bit.
Yeah. I think you got some like cuts. I'll clean this up. You'll be
It's fine. It's fine.
Hey,
Yeah. No.
Look, you don't want to get these infected. I mean, they'll be fine now. Just don't be.
No,
a
but
good baby.
Look.
I know, like,
No, it's.
I'm assuming you accept. Fine.
Like really, like, yeah, but it's fine. No, look, no, that's just from someone's piercing. I think it's fine.
I think I'm trying to make some small talk while I'm doing the thing.
Yeah, no, but look.
And you know what? With Tiffany.
Yeah, no, I know what about.
Really,
no.
Yeah, It
I
was
know
like,
about Tiffany and you. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's no.
Yeah.
It's,
and
shut
it
up.
was totally like just like it was just because it's comfortable. But
Will you shut the
tonight
fuck
she
up?
seems like she's way cooler than I knew.
Will you shut the fuck up?
But like finished cleaning up the wounds. Like, what?
Are you trying to rub it in? Are you like
What in?
you and Tiffany? Like, I know how cool she is. I was very much aware of that.
Yeah, but then you lost interest, and then
No, she got interested in someone else, and now she got interested in you, and I guess that's how it goes.
Didn't you blow her off for like 2 weeks?
No, she
And
was
never apologized?
no.
Oh.
She was with. Well, I mean, technically, I didn't talk to her, but she was, with what's his face. Honestly, don't remember what his face was anymore, but Chunks, right?
What? Where was she with Chunks?
At the fair.
She went to the fair with She went to the fair
No,
with Chunks.
she was all like touchy feely and shit with him, and I don't need that shit.
I mean, she's flirty. You know with Chunks. I thought you just wasn't.
No, dude, I thought she wasn't interested because I was like not your type. And Chunks, you are.
I mean,
I'm not rich.
You think she cares about that?
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, when I saw her with Chunks, and now she's with you, and yeah.
I mean, the cuts are good, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
sweet. That's when Lance comes up and like throws an arm around Rolf. He's not even sweaty because he happens to be undead.
Mm-hmm.
So good to see you out here at the park. I'm glad you made it, Rolf. So glad.
Mm-hmm. So just to be clear, Lance, because I don't know how it works for you people. Not like what is that like when your dude says king of the West Coast, like what comes with that? Because you're muted.
Damn it. It's mostly a ceremonial title.
Sure.
No mortals ever held it. It's the vampire king of the West Coast, and there are only a few hundred of us, so
and yet you challenged me. I'm mortal. Yep. See, blood and then breathing shit. So why you wanted to throw some fresh meat in for fun?
And he's near you guys, so you all can kind of hear, but he's away from the rest of the vampires. And he says, "So see, Rolf,
they all suck at skating.
You see Iggy over there?" And then Iggy drops the skateboard and he steps off and just like zips down. You see him pull this like insane maneuver, he's been the king for a while. I got him into the whole skateboarding thing when I was pretty young.
Which was what? 1812?
What? No. Anyway, you need to help me.
Wait, just before you ask your question, I have one too.
Mhm.
Like, is there any other skating vampires out there? Just asking.
It's a few in Hawaii, but they're way better than we are, so we don't really. They can have their islands.
Okay, just I
It hasn't exactly broken into Europe. They're pretty.
just wanted to make sure that Tony Hawk wasn't a vampire.
No.
Good.
Not yet.
Good.
At some point, he's going to accept the offer, though. Body will start to fade. Start thinking about its own mortality. Snatch him up. That's the plan. Here's the deal, though. If you're immortal and you're the king of the West Coast, I don't think anybody's going to do much of anything. So if you do happen to win, I'm happy to make you into a vampire. But I'm thinking it'd probably be better for you if you lose to me.
Hell no. I'm gonna cream your ass.
You're good. You might. But just think about what happens if you do.
Yeah, I'll think about it. But and I mean, if it comes with all the pomp and ceremony, then
For vampires.
yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you choose to let one of us into your little competition, then you're gonna have to live with the consequence of that as well.
Oh, right. That's true. That's absolutely true. And I'm sure that he points around at various, like, these are extras from the Lost Boys movies, vampires. I'm sure they'll all listen to you. That's no problem.
So you're doing a lot of yapping and not a lot of skating. So
nice. It's okay. So,
can I have a sec where I go over to
yeah,
Brooke?
absolutely. Yeah, look, Lance walks away, and they're starting to get the last prep in. There's some floodlights that are coming up so people can see around. And yeah, Wolf comes over to you, Brooke.
I've rummaged some stuff from Dylan's truck, and I'm making little cheer signs for Rolf.
Awesome. Nice. Brooke, you sure you're okay?
I mean, I'm not dead.
That's good.
But that shit was gross, yeah.
Huh. And I kind of rummage in my coat and bring out this kind of a little smushed, but like a thing of Pop-Tarts. Like, I mean, have you had something to? I mean, you lost blood.
Yeah, I had a little bit of orange juice, but that's about it.
Here, and I got a couple of Mom's diet pills. They're like speed.
No thanks.
Okay. You totally would have turned me if you became a vampire, right?
I mean, of course I'd tell you.
No. Turn me.
Oh. Maybe. I'd have to figure out whether being a vampire sucked or not.
Fair.
First, Like, these assholes aren't going to tell us.
Don't look awful, though.
Are looks everything?
No, I guess not everything.
Yeah, plus, The kiss is real, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Like you felt it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I don't like that it feels good.
I kind of reach out and I'll take your hand. I'm sorry. That sucks. That's wrong.
Yeah, it sucked.
You need to talk. You know where I am.
Thanks, Wolf.
And I was trying to relieve the dizzy condition with both food and drugs, which are my form of love. But
It's true. It is. I think that, Jen, if you're cool with it, I definitely think it fits.
All right, we'll wipe that. Clear those notes. Eat that Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart made with love. Not actually made because it's, just pulled out of the package, but given with love.
I think Pop-Tarts are actually a little better when they're kind of crumbly. I don't know.
There's something to it. I don't know though. When they're like fresh out of the toaster, it's
There's some good.
So we start off with a musical montage of various skate-related 90s music.
Can I have a word with Claudette before we start?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, you guys are just sitting at the judges' table, so we hear a little bit of the music starting to queue up, and they're still kind of warming up. So all three of the contestants are down in the skate part, and yeah, you end up sitting right beside Claudette.
Yeah, I'll lean over and I say, "Hey, look, I saw you, but Brooke there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm pretty pissed at her right now, but she's my friend. So if you touch her again, I'll put some sort of stake into your chest. I don't know if that could kill you, but probably won't feel that good. Just to let you know, Friendly reminder.
That's adorable.
Yeah, we'll see what you say when I'm finished.
The third judge is another vampire. The vampire seems pretty chummy with, we'll just go ahead and call him Iggy. And so he makes his way. Oh man, maybe the vampire is secretly a Zarlothian. We may find out later in Teens with Attitude.
What is this Zarlothian?
Creepy alien.
Yeah, the creepy aliens from the Teens with Attitude. Yeah.
Power Ranger villain.
Yes, you're totally reminding Morphin Power Ranger villain. That's great. What a good suggestion. Dang, I wish I'd thought of that. I would have just led with that. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and lead off. This will be happening in a few rounds. And Echo, you can score Rolf however you like, because who knows if you're an impartial judge. The mechanics will tell us how well he actually performed, but you score how you wish to score. So what you need to do with this is you will need to effectively beat the number of successes that Iggy and oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, like a moment. So we'll do the first round and then we'll kind of break for a little bit of RP. We'll do second round and then third round. So the way that I'm envisioning this, you guys make sure that this makes sense and is okay, and I'll throw this into the keeper, that Rolf will need to achieve a certain number of successes to beat each of them. And then those two scores will affect how the two vampire judges will score. And then Echo can score however she wants to score, because you're a judge, and maybe you're the Russian judge. maybe you're not. We'll find out. That's a ice skating Olympics joke. So it's not even a good one. So Iggy and Lance. For the first competition, for the first round, which I think I'm imagining each of them are just like pick a track and skate or die kind of deal, right? It's not like they have like I know that in ice skating it's very like we have a long program and a short program, and we have the you have to go through certain forms to hit certain amount of jumps, but I don't think we do that here. We just like skate or die. So pick out a kick-ass music track and roll some dice and tell us how awesome Rolf was. For round 1, Iggy has effectively 2 successes and Lance has 1 success. It takes him a little bit to warm up. Reminding you that you'll be rolling hearty, and then you will tell me how you do it and what talent you're trying to include.
All right. So I think for what were the other what were the vampires doing?
What successes do they have?
No. I know what the successes they have. What sort of stuff were they doing on their boards? Because I have to try and upstage them, of course.
Yes. So Iggy's style is he actually has. So I recently found out about this thing. I don't know if it existed in the 90s, Sabine, but evidently there's like medieval folk rock or something. It's on the latest episode of Fear the Black Dragon on there.
It existed in the 90s.
Okay, good. So he's listening to this German style medieval folk rock. So it's heavy metal doing the style of medieval music, and his style is very graceful. So it's a lot of like catching very high air, and it's performative in a way that is quite beautiful and graceful. And then Lance is listening to mostly, it's Fall Out Boy isn't from the 90s. I'm trying to think who's like some cool skater punk 90s music that's very aggressive, kind of hard edge.
Butthole Surfers?
Oh God, that sounds great. So yeah, he's a Butthole Surfers, lots of quick maneuvers, and so he will pull a couple of chains of maneuvers. He does a lot of board work, so his stuff is very changey and tricky and aggressive. Is that enough cue up for you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd like to throw in a die to help.
All right. How are you helping?
I think I'm coming off my strategy as I kind of rough. They're doing all the heavy athletics. They're doing show your tech skills, buddy. You're gonna rock them.
Gotta heat lightning and crab fire.
Right. Okay. So I think for his first skate, Rolf is going to try and do some tricky stuff, like some like not super dangerous, but like bits hard to pull off moves, but just still keeping it kind of cool. He's definitely got some dropkick Murphys playing.
Nice.
And I would like to roll with resourceful.
Ooh. All right. So you're trying to be resourceful. That sounds interesting.
And that means 7 dice plus 1 from Wolf makes it 8. And it's D6s, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all D6s.
Unless
there's
you
no suck
spend from
pool.
the suck pool.
Oh, but do we have any suck pool?
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
don't think anybody's
Okay.
rolled any one.
I mean, I don't
It
know.
says
if
to,
we-
seems-
but
Yeah. I mean, it's too early.
yeah. Too
Yeah, I
early.
mean, we
All
haven't
right,
had
all right.
any ones rolled, so the
Yeah,
suck pool
okay.
should be empty. My bad. I
hope
should have
they
emptied out the
reset.
suck pool. Thank you.
And let's see. That is 2 6s, 2 5s, and 2 1s.
Wow. 2 6s, 2 5s, and 2 1s means that you have a total of 4 successes because you got some help and you were relying on a talent. You come out to a very quick and commanding lead. Echo, how do you score, Rolf?
I mean, I don't even have to cheat, right? I don't even have to say, oh yeah, and pull some excuse out of my nose. That was amazing. I mean, I don't know much about skatering actually, but I have listened occasionally to Rolf drone on about it.
Yeah. You'll hear probably someone go like, "Oh, he pulled off an holy impossible." Like,
Oh yeah, okay.
the
So-
words mean nothing to you. You have no idea what movement was that. But
yeah, but it looked really good. I mean, it didn't fall over. He didn't embarrass anything. He just looked like a pro, right? While the other two, they look fancy, but I don't. I mean, yeah, okay, they're 1,000-year-old vampires or something. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I am impressed with Rolf, and I'll fully score Rolf. And I kind of like the weird music that Iggy brought, so I will give Iggy. I think I will give. Come on, I can just. I mean, they were okay-ish, so I'll give. I guess Iggy 8 and Lance 7 points, and I give full 10 to Rolf, of course. I mean.
Nice. And I'm marking up the scores. If you look column AB, I'll be marking up the successes and the scores. So
oh dear. So what did the ones do?
yeah, what do the ones do? Oh man. How does that make the situation worse? Oh yeah, I know. Hopefully this works out. So during your Titanic, like it's not even throwing the gauntlet down. You sweep the first round, but we hear a crack of thunder and then lightning, and it starts to rain. And King Iggy and Lance both just chuckle like, oh man, now it's on. Now people can get hurt. And so, yeah, the first round happens, and Tex told you
Get
guys
one in
let's
the
take a
suck
quick
pool,
break.
right?
Yeah, you get to add 1 to the suck pool. And I believe there was a request for a quick scene. So, I'm trying to go back and chat. Who said that?
Oh,
Yeah, moment with Chad and Wolf. Yeah.
this may be while Rolf is still, getting air and stuff. I would come and sit next to Wolf.
He's looking
I would
good.
obviously want to say something, but
He's looking good out there. This is
yeah, it's pretty good.
good. It's fucking awesome.
Has Rolf always still been into Tiffany?
I kind of look over at you like, really, right now? But well, yeah.
Well, I mean, no one said anything.
Look, Chad, I know you rolled with those douchebags for a long time. And maybe scooping each other's girls was okay for y'all. But you see, now you're running with an honorable group of people, and generally we wait longer than a couple of weeks before we snag somebody that someone in the crew was dating. Now, I know you may not understand that. And today, you're getting that lesson.
He had like one date,
Ah,
and then he ignored her.
are you arguing with me because you want to validate what you've done? Or are you arguing with me that I'm going to change the opinion that you snagged up our buddy's girl 2 weeks after he went out on a date with her? I love you to death, Chad, but that's asshole preppy boy things to do. And I thought you weren't going to be an asshole preppy boy.
This is obvious to everyone.
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, it's done now, you know, and he's a big boy. He'll get over it. And I mean, he didn't like beat the crap out of you, so that's a sure sign that he likes you.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I think my eye line is like keeps going up and following
And
the.
it's her choice too. I mean, it's not like he gets to claim somebody. It's just, you know, you give a little time when one of your buddies made his play.
I mean, but does she know?
I imagine she senses the tension.
I should go talk to her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, like I say, I mean, she has the option to date whoever she wants to. And if you like her, then that's cool. It's just, you know, you probably put your foot in it a little.
Maybe.
Kind of slap you on the shoulder. He'll get over it.
I should talk to Tiffany.
And I jump up screaming as Rolf finishes his run.
I
Fuck
think
yeah! Take that, bangers!
I kind of walk off despondently with a kind of like thing, but not looking up.
Do you want
Head
to
off
make
to
your way
find-
over to talk to Tiffany?
Yeah, I mean,
Tiffany's
I
hanging
think-
out with Muffy, who's probably near Brooke. So like the three of them are chatting and finishing up their signs. And yeah, so you could catch her eye. Right now, a song by Rancid is playing in the background.
Tiffany,
Hey, what's up?
could we have a second?
Sure.
Hey, Muffy.
Hey, did I do something?
What? No.
It's about your brother's car, the truck.
Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah. No. That's fine. Now, and this isn't. There's no like judgment or anything with what I'm about to ask you. Do you still have feelings for Rolf?
Are you asking for a three-way?
No. That wasn't.
Okay. Okay, cool.
cool. Yeah. You have feelings for Rolf? Oh, cool.
I mean, I thought we got along really well, but then like he moved on. So it's okay. I'm not mad at him. Does he think I'm mad?
I mean, apparently I stole you. I mean, I didn't mean it. I mean, not that you can be stolen, but
Oh my God, is this a bro code thing?
it might be.
Oh. Are you guys gonna fight over me? I
Do you
mean, you
want to
shouldn't,
fight?
but are you?
No.
Okay,
No.
good. Phew.
I'm getting indigestion from this. I think I would be just sit quietly now watching this.
She'll come and sit beside you and put her arm around you. Hey, man, like I thought Rolf and I got along real well, and then he just sort of blew me off, and we hadn't really said that we were dating or anything, so I just figured it was whatever.
He thought you were.
I already
Dating
rebounded with chunks and moved on.
You did it? I thought that was just you flirting with him. No, sorry. Chunks?
What? He's got soft lips, like pillow lips. They're great. He's not like you, though. She reaches to like pull up your shirt.
No.
Are you gonna break up with me because
No.
of the bro code?
I just wanted to know if, I would have,
I don't want to cause any trouble between you and Rolf.
No,
He's way bigger than you.
No, I mean, it's not that much bigger than me. Fine, he's bigger than me. Look, I just want, I don't want to be the guy who, steals girls and tramples all over people. And,
So
if you felt, if you had, if there was something between you and Rolf, I would have stepped aside. But, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't have done it willingly.
okay, but now you know. So, does it bother him?
Yeah. But
Okay. So let's break
that's
up.
fine. What?
Well, let's break up.
What? No, that wasn't what I was.
I don't think you can have both, man.
I mean, I can talk to him. Do you want to break up?
I don't want to be the reason that you guys aren't hanging out. Rolf needs friends. He definitely doesn't know what to do with a girlfriend.
I feel like I want to roll to see if.
Okay. What do you think is an appropriate role here? I'm not opposed to it. Just what are you trying to achieve? And we'll make it happen.
He doesn't want to feel like the bad guy, but he also, I think he does. I think he's like definitely seen new sides to Tiffany recently. So it's like, it's less of I think it's moved past that kind of like, oh, it's just, this is comforting. This is like, what he's used to. This clique.
All right, cool. So do you want to try to roll to convince her to stay with you and just trust that you'll work it out with Rolf? And if you fail, then she'll be like, "No, you know what? Let's break up."
Yeah, I want to kind of I want this down to some dice. So I want to see
Sounds fun.
the risk.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Would savvy then be the
I think
the
so.
stats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your social tools. So there you go.
I can't see any of my talents being taken into effect.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't really see it fitting.
Got a shiny red car. No,
I mean, she
it's-
could possibly be convinced by a shiny red car.
no, I think him liking her more recently, her being convinced by shiny red car would go against.
No, I was
That-
like, oh, you want to use it, that's fine, but it kind of implies some different
Yeah,
things.
exactly. A 4 and a 1 and a 3. Godspeed, Rolf.
So the good news is that the suck pool gets another die. The bad news is that she takes your hand in hers and says, "Okay, so I'm breaking up with you. It was really cool.
Okay.
And we're going to stay broken up for at least a month. Maybe longer.
If you think it's
You
the
broke
best.
up with me. That's what I'll tell people. So you and Rolf can be friends again. Okay? And I'm not going to go out with Junks anymore."
Okay.
I'm going to like fly solo for a bit. And then she reaches up and gives you a quick kiss on the cheek and then hops up a walk back over to Brooke and Buffy. So with the storms going, Rolf, you need to do another round. So
Can I do a thing first?
oh, please. Yeah.
Awesome.
Sorry, I did not
'Cause-
realize I was cutting you off.
No, I'm trying to psych out the vampires a little bit with the signage. So
Oh, yeah, that's totally a thing that you as a zinester artiste would do.
yeah. Although, do I get to do this before or after it's raining?
The raining was a result of the. Oh, that's a good question. The raining was a result of the roll. So rather than having to retcon and roll back too much, I think it started raining by the time you finished your signs.
Okay. Cool. So like one sign is like Rolf doing a rail grind on a coffin, and like one of them is like shaking their fist out of it, like darn you kids. Then another one's like king of the dirt. And it's like a big, bright, happy sun and a grumpy vampire in the dirt, that kind of stuff. Just some rudeness. Like maybe savvy plus create.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Can
I'm
I
gonna-
help with that by telling the lighting guys to shine some light on these pretty signs over there? Because I'm a judge and they should do what I say, right?
Sure, that's your
Sure.
help. I love it.
All right. And I'm gonna do community. So
Oh, so you're taking a -1 so that
Yep.
you can give somebody a boost later.
Oh,
Sounds good.
neat.
just looking out for you, Rolf. Cool. So that's 6 dice. Oh, that was the wrong thing to roll, but I'm
Mhm.
gonna,
Just roll 2 more and you'll be okay.
Mhm.
yeah.
Come on once. 2 ones, 2 ones. I usually just build a roll quick with stuff like that. You just put in the total number of d6 and then click the roll the die thing.
With this system, it's a bit harder to.
All right, so I got a 1, just 1, and then the other one
Yes.
was different, was
Oh,
good.
you
It was
can
like
actually click on the
2
roll
5s
total
and a
16.
6.
Yeah, it was hold on, I can look at it again. 2 5 6 and 3 is what you had on the first. So that's 2 successes and then a 4 and a 1. So 2 successes and a suck pool. So things will get worse. Yeah, I think what happens when you start pulling out all those signs and and Echo directs some of the lighting that way is that King Iggy will, he's doing he's just seated there and a few of his sycophants are nearby him. And there's one girl with like a frosted tips, the super spike. It's not a mohawk. It's like all the hair is like pulled up in these weird little stalagmites,
Yeah.
frosted tips. And he's talking to her and he looks over at those and she bends down and he says something into her ear. And then she comes over and starts trying to pull the signs down. She's putting a stop to this. She's like about your height, but bunch of stringy corded muscle. And,
can I call that out from the Judges Tribune? That apparently one of King Iggy's lackeys sees fit to tear down the mortalist signage because apparently it's insulting or they're easily offended. Speaks well for the vampire court, I guess.
Nice. And Claudette actually backs you up on that while the plant from King Iggy, the third judge, remains silent. But Claudette thinks this is just funnily chaotic enough. So
I play a little keep away, but I'm not trying too hard. I'm just like, I like your hair. Don't like my sign.
I think it's one of those where she kind of grasps for it a couple times and Buffy will come up. Hey, are you trying to grope my girlfriend? What? No. And she'll eventually snag one sign away, but then things start to resume as the judges start saying, please, let's continue. Let's continue. So after seeing your performance, Iggy and Lance decide to take things to the next level. And so Iggy will require 3 successes, as will Lance. So what we have is Iggy again. He has a certain style. He doesn't divert from it. So it is more German medieval folk rock as he catches even higher air, and like his trucks, when they hit and they slide through, sloshing through, he just moves through with preternatural grace. And he does the kind of stuff where he does a couple of like a 720 up in the air and comes slamming down. And Lance's style is he's primarily he has Self-Esteem by The Offspring is the song that's playing as he continues in his aggressive, heavy, trick-laden board work. And both of them seem like they could have done better if it weren't for the rain causing them to be just a little on the cautious side. So what's Rolf's approach here?
Rolf is going to he's going to move all the way to the far end of the park, and he's got he's lined up with the railing, and he's gonna try and just make as long a grind as he can.
Ooh, a super long grind sounds fun.
So I'm gonna use speed for that one.
Ooh, perfect. Yeah, man, we totally have that moment from Scott Pilgrim versus the World,
exactly,
right?
I was exactly thinking that.
Yes, it's awesome. I love that.
It's especially perfect because that was my inspiration for the superhero. So
that's so perfect.
Can I help again?
Yeah, what's it look like?
I think that I'm going to go off the deduction this time, and I've looked over. I know we've got Echo on our side, and we probably, can figure that Iggy's guy is hard to sway. But I got a feeling Claudette can actually be swayed. So rather than your normal music, Rolf, I'm like, let me try something. And I'm going to put in My Life for the Thrill Kill Cult's Daisy Chain for Satan, hoping that that's going to appeal to her.
Nice. Oh, that's pretty clever. That's definitely a help.
What was it called? I just want to get a vibe of the song.
My Life with a Thrill Kill Cult. Daisy
Uh-huh.
Chain.
Yeah, Daisy Chain for Satan. Daisy Chain for Satan.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah, and Rolf just starts kicking off and just building up speed until he finally reaches the rail. And let's see how far he gets.
Let's see indeed.
So I got another die extra.
Are you grabbing?
Yeah,
from the
you got
suck
one die
pool?
from community and one die from Wolf's help.
Yep.
All right.
So you're rolling 5 + 4, 9 dice. Are you swapping out a die from suck pool or?
No, that's for the last round, man.
All right.
I don't know how. What? No. Oh, wait. Just click the wrong button. 1.
96. There's an exclamation point there. 1, 2.
There's 1,
3.
1. Two
Looks like 3
sixes and a
successes
5.
and a 1. Oh, nice. Sweet. So you speed down the rail and it's insane. The water is slooshing up as if you're a surfer. But near the very end of the rail, you don't quite judge it perfectly. And so you have a choice. You can continue it forward and you could possibly break your item, or you can take 2 stress.
I'll gladly take the 2 stress.
All right.
I'm not gonna break my board, damn it. I have a round to go still.
I'm sure someone would lend you a board. No, they would.
No. I still have a stress from last session as well, so now I'm at 3 stress.
Ooh, 3 stress.
It's okay. I
Ouch.
have a max of 6, man.
Do you want to take a condition of some kind?
No, no,
All
I'm gonna
right.
take this stress.
Oh, I know what you're hoping for some glory there, huh?
Maybe.
We'll see. All right. Oh, this is awesome. Echoes. Sabine is listing us some actual songs here for Iggy. Nice. Love it. How would you say that Subway to Sally song?
Henkersbrod.
And how would you say the?
That's the bride of the executioner's bride.
That's pretty metal.
It's very danceable. So is Hermanillik, which is actually, I think, a Danish or Norse or maybe even Dutch song. I don't know, but it's also very danceable.
If it's called Hermanillik, no, that's definitely not Dutch.
No, it's probably then Danish or something.
I mean,
something
it
Scandinavian.
sounds a little bit like Mr. Manly.
Yes.
I mean, that's how I would translate it if it was into Norwegian.
I think it's one about this troll things that take a guy and she's very unattractive and he doesn't like it.
Great. Awesome. So yeah, you get a total of 1, 2, 3 successes. So what is the score? They effectively were all pretty close here, Echo. And I didn't give the scores from the the Claudette and the other judge. So I'll be doing that here. Guess what? Iggy gets another 10. So he's gotten 2 10s in a row.
Oh wow. From his judgy guy.
Yep, from Judgy Guy. And Rolf is currently at a 19.
Wow.
I'm going to figure out Claudette's in a second, but he got a 9 from Claudette. And then Claudette also gave a 9 to Lance.
Yeah, you know, I think I wasn't convinced with these vampire dudes. I mean, look, Lance, you know what? You look fine without a shirt, but this rain and a shirt, that would have been the kicker, right? Well, you missed that opportunity, I guess. So yeah, I'm giving 10 to Rolf, of course, because it was perfect. And I will say that I still like what Iggy does. I like the music. I like the drive. I like how I don't understand what they're singing about. So he gets another 8. And Lance, come on, dude, you have to do better than have abs. You get a 7.
Ooh, wow. Dang. Okay, so you gave a 10 to Rolf. The judge for King Iggy gives 10 to Iggy, and you gave him an 8. And yeah, I think the judge is going to give Rolf a 6. So Rolf's at a 16. And he's probably going to give an 8 to Lance. And then Claudette for King Iggy will probably give him an 8 as well. And give Rolf a 7. She shrugs. And we'll give 9 to Lance. So the scores, well, the successes are Rolf is destroying people. There's obviously, by the second round, he's losing to King Iggy. Let's say he's tied with Lance. That sounds fun. Here we go. Tied with Lance, losing to King Iggy because one of the judges is going to give him 10s this third round as well. So Lance is going to come over to chat with you, Wolf. Wait, would Lance come over? No, Tex comes over to chat with Wolf. That seems more appropriate. Tex. So where is Wolf when Tex comes over after the second round?
I probably, done my kind of pat down of Rolf, and yeah, you're doing great, and that sort of thing. And he, watched Rolf go off to get something, some water or something.
So you're heading over to the water, and Tex walks over. He's wearing this like leather trench coat because it's raining. And he comes over and stands near. A moment, Mr. Weiler?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Hey there, it seems that you and Rolf are real close. And of course, I know that you're friends with Miss Park. Things aren't looking so good right now. I know that Rolf's skating his heart out, but it don't look like King Iggy's judge is gonna break on this.
Yeah, it seems like the cards are stacked against my boy.
I was wondering if maybe you might consider talking to Echo about giving Lance a little better score this last round. Lance has got a little trick up his sleeve that he's going to pull for this last round. Hopefully it'll help to win some hearts and minds, but Echo seems to not like the guy too much, and we're going to need some extra score for him to defeat Iggy. I know you and your mom aren't doing so terribly well, Mr. Weiler. I've been authorized to offer you a very significant stipend of $100,000 if you can help Lance win this tournament.
It probably was like me getting more and more pissed off until he said $100,000, and then like my face kind of drops.
And I'll tell you one other thing, Mr. Weiler. We can make this Travis guy disappear.
Ooh.
If that's something you want.
Talking about
Wolf's mom's new guy, the redneck with a neck tattoo.
I don't like it, but I don't want him murdered. No.
Just to disappear, baby. He didn't mean murder. But anyway, that's what Tex offers as a backup.
Answer me one question and answer me straight on this.
Of course.
What happens when this competition's over? What happens to us? There's a whole bunch of your Vamp buddies. What are they going to try and do to us?
Nothing. You're not in any danger right now. You'll be sworn to secrecy, and as long as you agree, not even Claudette will lay a hand on you. This was an arrangement that Lance convinced King Iggy to enter into.
And if Rolf wins, what happens to him?
Well, if he remains immortal, occasionally he will have to fill out some paperwork and have long phone calls. But they won't listen to him. It'll be a short reign. They'll be forgotten.
But they won't kill him.
Well, they'll kill him if he asks for it. Or if he makes the wrong call in an argument between two ancient vampires. But that's always a risk.
I'll talk to Echo.
Thank you. So before that, I saw someone in chat ask for a brief bio. You guys want to do that right now before the Wolf Echo scene? Like 5 minutes? All right. See you guys in a bit.
I see Jen also didn't need a bio break. I was like, damn.
I keep taking mine off schedule. I'm like, meh.
You have no faith in us.
Yeah, I mean, the first one I used, and now I'm like, oh, good.
So I got a new monitor, and removing the little stem so that I could use the mount thing, the Visa mount, was the most stupidly complicated thing. And VSonic does not send manuals now. They just expect you to download the manual, and the manual's like 60 pages because they do it in 8 different languages, but it's also not very helpful. So I had to figure out how to remove the stem thing, mostly by accident. I was like, okay, I think I figured this out. So next week will be the World of Darkness Vampire the Masquerade game run by Wolfweiler, aka Tyler, and I am so excited. Is there anything we need to know going into that?
We'll be playing in Chicago.
Perfect.
And other than that, I'm going to try and keep it at least a tight enough arc that we have a satisfying sort of little conclusion. But keep in mind, I think it will be most fun if we remember we're gaming a game and we're playing as characters playing characters.
That's cool.
And who are you going to play?
If you are cool with me playing Sylvia, that'd be cool. I also
nice.
could play Tiffany. So whichever you would rather have at the table.
And we have Cedric.
Well, that's true.
But I'd love for Sylvia to, if we have Sylvia come in for her first map game.
Yeah. So I think we'll go with Sylvia playing her first game here, actually giving in to the temptation of trying out this. It's not D&D, so it won't be as good, but she'll give it a shot. Sweet. All right. Wolf, you wanted to talk to Echo.
Yeah, I'll move over to the table and kind of, Echo, can I speak to you a sec?
Sure. What's up?
Well, and I make sure that we don't have people immediately around us, and I'll lean in as close as possible, but I know vampires are preternaturally capable of hearing, but still. Echo, it's clear the fix is in. I mean, you're voting like you should, and it looks like Iggy's guy is sticking with him. Claudette's been up and down. I don't think Roth's gonna win, but obviously you should still give him, if he's the best, and he is the best, give him the best score.
Yeah, so what's this about?
I think you should slant the score to Lance, though. I mean,
Lance.
You could give 2 10s, and maybe try and bottom out old Iggy. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, why?
Well, first off, because I think that Lance is probably a better choice for us, in that he asked us here and probably will let us get out safe.
Hey, just a moment. Claudette's his guard toy, right? And she bit Brooke.
I don't
serious
know.
You serious that we should let them off the hook, right?
I'm not sure that that's exactly his girl. I mean,
And she's with him.
But you notice she hadn't given him a 10 yet.
Hmm.
I think she wanted to be a judge. She's just traveling with him. I don't know their politics. But Echo, they've also offered to help out my mom and me.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that's good reason. Okay.
Like I say, give Rolf his 10, but maybe we can slant towards Lance to win this thing.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'll try. You know what? I'll try. I'll try my best. Yeah, that if that's for you, sure. No question.
Thanks, Echo.
Sure. And I'll go back and I'll have a little chat with Claudette. You're muted, Rich.
Twice in one game.
So, wow.
So you find Claudette, who is the only dry person in the entire skate park because she has her parasol.
Mm-hmm.
So when the storm started, she just like held the parasol up, and she's given all of her scores like one-handed. So she's sitting there, and you see this like Avion water bottle filled with a dark red liquid, and she has a little bendy straw in it. She's just sipping. What is it?
Look, we both know this game is kind of rigged, right? I'm wondering if we can rig it our way. Right now it looks like Iggy's gonna take it, but
she glances over to the seat not currently occupied but has been occupied by Iggy's plant.
But I was wondering if we could just throw him a curveball. I mean, I'm willing. I've been made aware that that Lance might be a better option for all of us. I mean, I won't vote against Rolf, you understand that, but I might go higher on, and a lot higher on Lance, if you will give Rolf what his due, because it's good. You can see that.
Wow. Let's see you make a savvy roll.
Yeah, okay. I'm not that bad with savvy.
No, you're not.
So, but I'm afraid that neither tech nor science nor alchemy will help me here, but maybe clever or awareness might.
You're a bit clever.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
forget suck pool.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. I think I will take 4d6 and 1d8, just,
Okay.
you know, for giggles. And I can say this, and I can say that, and then I can say roll the dice, right? We'll see what
Mhm.
happens. Something happened.
Oh, thank goodness for that suck pool. Otherwise, that would
Yeah.
have been a big bag of nothing.
Yeah, right. But the suck pool gave me the 6,
Pool
the
paid
success
off.
I needed. Yeah. And
All
no
you
one,
need.
no complication.
No one, no complication. Did you decrease the suck pool?
No, I did not. But
Okay.
I will
Thank you.
when I find it.
It's like me finding the mute button today. Okay. She takes a long, slow drink from the straw. You see the red liquid kind of come through the bendy straw. She says, you know, it would be nice to see someone new in charge.
I mean, Rolf would be a killer king for you. He just let you do what you want.
Maybe. Okay. I'll consider it. That's her answer, but like, I have a feeling that you may have won her over. She's definitely interested.
Cool. Yay.
Cool. Any other scenes before we hit the next round? Well, I know a scene. Tiffany announces to Brooke and to Brooke and Muffy, oh, so like Chad and I broke up.
Like just
Chad-
now?
Chad dumped me. He found out that Rolf still had feelings for me, and he felt terrible about that. So
Oh.
we broke up.
Look at little chatty boy growing up.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Huh.
I mean, sucks for me.
Yeah, no kidding. Sorry.
It's okay. Do you think they have like some like kegger planned after this?
Let's not. I don't think so. These aren't. Let's just say I don't think these guys drink beer.
What do they drink? Oh, right. Damn. Okay. So in the next and final round, Lance does pull out all the stops, and he's gone from 1 success in round 1 to 3 successes in round 2, and he really pours it on. He has a specific routine. He actually, on his skateboard, ends up like it's starting to dry up a little bit. You know, it's raining a little less. It's more like a drizzle, right? And he's set like this sparks flying rocket at the bottom of his skateboard, and it doesn't actually add thrust. It just like throws sparks behind him, and evidently wows a bunch of the older vampires. Like they can't imagine the skateboard wouldn't burn up. And he's doing it to the song "Damn It" by Blink 182. And he actually pulls off a total of 4 successes, his best run yet. He's quite proud of himself at the end. King Iggy, ever solid, does what looks like almost the exact same routine as round 2, but to a different song that hopefully Sabine will share with me later. That is a different medieval folk rock song that I'm later going to go, like I'm copying this out of the chat so that I can go listen to these later because they sound awesome. And he gets another 3 successes. He's nothing if not predictable. So Rolf, it's up to you. In fact, as King Iggy finishes, we already see the 10 from his judge.
I tell him, dude, wait up before you just. I mean, on the other hand, you could just pull up
obvious
the 10.
perfection.
Yeah, then you could just put up the 10 and leave. I guess.
It is raining.
Stay.
Otherwise, you would see my tears.
Shouldn't they be bloody? Then I would see them.
I'm crying inside.
I'm not impressed.
Nice. So, let us see our roll, Rolf, to see how things end up.
I'll still try to help if I'm able. I'm not going to stop for this. You know, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. So I'd probably pull from leadership and like, Rolf, nail this one, and hell, you can fucking win this thing. And even if the scores don't tell it, everybody here knows you've beaten the hell out of them.
We'll see, man. Got something.
Cheering coming from the mortal section.
Got something special lined up, but that might, break my neck.
Ooh. Oh, I love it. They'd have to embrace you anyway. He became the vampire to save his life.
And I'll kind of say, well, be careful. And I like move in and just like this super quick embrace. I love you, man.
Love you too, man. And Rolf makes his way over to the half pipe. And he starts pretty slowly, like just, he's just making some speed up. And he starts with a few very basic tricks, just dipping the tip of his board over the edge and then like doing a wheel stall. And then he starts going faster and he starts like his board starts leaving the ramp. And he's making like he's continually building up more speed. And then he starts with a move where he just, he will do like in midair, he'll do like a flip with his board.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to roll for that.
Insane.
I think I'm gonna go for guts.
That seems pretty gutsy.
Because it's not as gutsy as you think just yet.
Oh.
So let's see. That's so plus 1 from Wolf, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So 8, I think. I'm going to use 1 from the suck pool. So that's 7d6 and a d8. And come on, don't fail me now. Oh, well, that's 1 5 and 1 2.
Oh, 2
However,
your suck pool gives you a 5.
Fives.
Oh, right, 2 5s. However.
Oh, what's the however?
I'm going to check off one of my push specials. And I'm going to, so he does a flip with his board in midair, catches the board, and then does a flip himself.
Oh, that's crazy. I love it.
For which
This
I'm
is
going to use
obviously the wire work for Rolf's actor.
which I'm going to use that other suck pool die.
There you go. Burn them all.
But I'm guessing I don't have the extra die from
yeah, Wolf can't help Yeah, we'll say you don't have the
You
wolf.
could
That
pull your
seems totally
skateboard
fair.
in though.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true. You can risk it. Go ahead.
Uh,
Come on, it's the last one.
yeah, absolutely.
There's still one die in the sack pool, so use
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm using that one. And yeah, I'll throw in a +1 for my item.
Okay.
And so that makes it 76 and 1d8. And
Oh man!
Oh no!
No successes and nothing but ones. Look at that sack pool fill up, dude.
Oh, that's 4 ones.
Oh yeah. So
Wow.
Ow.
you do that other flip, and even though they can't breathe or they don't need to breathe, the vampires like hold their breath when you did this flip. But unfortunately, something goes awry, and I think it's that the skateboard can't hold your weight, and you were going to land hard on like the lip, and it snaps and it throws you off. And yeah, there's Tiffany jumps up like, oh my God, he's dead. But instead you take, I don't know, what do you think? 3 stress? Does that sound good?
Let's see. Hold on. I mean, I saw kind of... Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, yeah, I'll take it.
Sweet.
And I think that's, that's where I take my 3 stress, go to my maximum,
Yes.
and then I'll trigger my passive class talent.
Yes. What's that?
If something would cause me to take my final stress, I immediately perform 1 action. So I think somehow, like Wolf falls, somehow managed to get the board or the pieces of his board or whatever underneath him. And like he ends up on the other end of the half pipe, still doing sort of a flop.
Oh wow.
Like he sort of like while during his stumble managed to grab his board, still goes up into the air, does a little trick, and then falls on that end of the ramp and just
It's amazing. No tie roll. That's just, you complete the move. Oh man, that is that's splendid. So yeah, you ended up with, on that first roll, you actually had 2 total successes, but a whole lot of situation got worse. You may die here, Rolf. I think maybe you succumb.
Is that last action still like a roll?
I mean, if you want to roll and add to your successes, then I think that's what it says you could do. So yeah, let's see how that goes. There's no suck pool. Oh wait, you added to the suck pool just now.
Oh, that's true.
3 actions in a row,
But
man.
yeah.
You're like juggling somebody, and
can't use my board anymore. So it's just a regular, yeah.
This would be a pretty epic way to win. We'll see, though.
Still 7. Okay. Well, let's give it a roll.
All right. One of them's a D8.
Well, 6 and a D8, yeah. Roll it.
Oh, man. From worst to first, you go from a bunch of 1s to 3 5s, 2 6s, and 1 and a 2. That's insane. That is 5 more successes. That is a total of 7 successes. It was on 3 rolls, but still, gigantic effort.
Still, Rolf ends up face down on the high end of the ramp. Just
oh man,
and he doesn't get up.
Oh no, he doesn't get up, and I think there's like a slow clap from text.
I'll go
They don't-
running towards him.
Chad would also, be close behind.
Nice. And I think Echo isn't allowed. Like, Claudette grabs your hand. We must judge.
Yeah, she wasn't running towards it, but she has stood up and like, and she looks over and see she just ignores Claudette. She wants to see what Rolf or Chad, what's their reaction. Is he okay? Lily, is he still alive? Do they howl at the moon because he's dead now, or do they call over the next best vampire to embrace him before he finally dies?
That is the thing. I think. Oh yeah, I think what we see here is there's a moment as Claudette will say, "I believe your friend is dying."
Fuck, do something about it.
What score should I give him?
A good one, the best one. I mean, you saw that, didn't you?
So Iggy's judge gives Rolf an 8, which is by far the highest score he'd given to Rolf, and she gives him a 9, and then she gets up and starts walking over towards where Rolf lies. So you need to score King Iggy, Rolf, and Lance. At current, the winner is King Iggy, with Lance second and Rolf third. So you, Echo, knowing who was the best, you get to do that score. Rolf, Claudette comes. She bends down. I can hear you. And I will ask you a question. And I will hear your answer. Rolf O'Neill. Do you wish to pass on to whatever afterlife you most fervently believe in? Or will you join us in undeath? Will you become Rolf the vampire, my child? The choice is yours. I will not take it from you.
Tough choice, man.
Do we leave it there? Do we leave it without knowing?
Yes, let's leave it.
Oh,
without
so
knowing.
cruel! So, like, the answer, we see Rolf whisper something, but
Rolf
we don't know
whispers
what it
something,
is.
but
Yeah, it's
yes.
lost in the rain and the sound of the thunder, and we cut to Echo's scores. How did you score, Echo?
I'll score Rolf at 10. I will score Lance at 9. And I will explain that, come on, Kingy, you've done the same thing twice and I liked it, but doing it a third time, nah, 5 points.
Oh, so with your scores, you end up, just so we're clear, you end up with Rolf and Lance at a tie.
Yeah, that was intentional. I wanted to throw
That's
this
great.
to Rolf. I wanted to throw this to Wolf because I hope that is enough. But I mean, that was epic.
It was epic. Fantastic. Awesome. Good. So then I think we will move to epilogues for our summertime. Reminding that we do have maybe the end of summer is Wolf's game, right? It'll be the last game before school starts. Does that sound like a cool setup, Tyler? Or does that work against anything?
Oh, that's fine. Or, I mean, if we find out Rolf's dead in this epilogue, we can have had it as a flashback from before.
Yeah, that works great. Yes, this could be a game that happens before the big skate park thing. Yeah, good point. Good point of clarification. So who has an epilogue they'd like to narrate us or tell us about?
I think I got in my head. I mean, I think it would be with Wolf and Rolf if Rolf is. It would be in the evening.
There we go.
So, I think it was, maybe perched on, like, looking out over the lower level of the mall, kind of just the three of us leaning up, kind of just hanging out. I think we would have been just like, just shooting the shit, chatting, and then I'd be like, it's Tiffany who dumped me.
It sucks, man.
It is what it is.
It didn't, like, that didn't need to happen.
Needed to know her options.
She needs to know her options.
Look, sometimes people don't realize that people are interested in them, and or can be a bit oblivious. So, not naming any names.
You know what? You should keep chasing her.
I got other plans, and I kind of like nod to the. I think I've got like a big backpack for traveling, just perched off the side. Because anyway, I got the world to see, so.
Kind of smile at this exchange and kind of pull out from my pocket. Brownie, Chad?
Sure.
Nah, thanks.
Oh, I offered it to Chad.
Yeah, I take one. And just continuing just watching the people walk by for a little bit longer.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. Especially the brownie offer. I think that's the first, right? A brownie tastes like acceptance.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I have a scene in mind. I would like to go to Brooke.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, because we need to resolve this at least a little bit. No.
Okay, cool.
I'll come up to you and say, hey, Brooke, look.
Go.
I don't trust Muffy, but maybe that's your choice. No, not maybe. That's your choice. And you've made it, so I'll accept that. Okay?
Okay.
I made something for you. And I pull out a can. It looks like a deodorant or some kind of spray. I give it to you and say, this is a kind of a little something. Maybe don't use it for your armpits. But if you ever get abducted by something, maybe spray it in their face.
It's like magic mace.
Yeah, it's like magic mace. That's precisely what it is.
Cool. I'll just keep this where my family can't find it.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
If Mom sprayed it on her pits, that would be the worst.
Yeah, don't do that.
No. Cool.
No.
How's Percy?
Still weird. I think maybe she'd done a spell on herself. When I was at her home, she had all these witchy books and stuff like that. And I think she did a spell on herself. I'm not sure.
Huh.
But she's nicer now. And she's got that cute puppy. And anyway, I mean,
There's a cute puppy.
yeah.
And
She's
Percy's
also-
not bad looking.
Yeah, it's true. She's also pretty cute. I mean, I liked
Yeah,
her
I get
ice
her to-
queen ways, but this also, it's pretty cool.
I think it's better to know where you actually stand with somebody, you know?
Mm, yeah. I'll figure it out.
All right. Well, thanks for looking out for me. I know you don't trust Muffy because you don't want to see me get hurt.
Yeah, that's basically what I think, because I mean, but you got to do what you want to do, right? And
Right.
maybe she has changed. I've heard that people can do that.
Baby steps.
Mm. And after what happened with Rolf, I think it's kind of important to stay friends with people you care for.
Yeah. Yeah, no. For sure.
So you're up for some magic tea?
How is it magic and how is it tea?
It has herbs in it, and I have no idea how it's magic. I found it at Percy's.
Sure, whatever.
Let's try this.
Okay.
I think we can cut here.
Sure, that seems like a good
Like that.
standpoint.
That was good. That was a good scene.
I could do mine.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I think we see Rolf at home, or Wolf at home, not Rolf. We see Wolf at home, and it may be noticeable that there's like you could see in the cabinets, there's more food. And he's like looking down, and, he's got one of those, very old-fashioned like checkbooks there in front of him, and he's very carefully writing, keeping up with his checks, and you could see like over his shoulder the power bill and the water and the everything paid, and probably even could see his balance still sitting somewhere like 92 thou. His mom walks in, and he quickly covers his back down and slides it in his pocket. She's like, well, I'm going out, sweetie. And okay, Mom, when you coming back? Well, I'm sure. Don't wait up. I'll be home though. And as she heads out to the back, we'll kind of and makes his way back to the backyard. And we get this kind of cutscene as we see him like kind of pull off his flannel shirt he's got on, and it cutscenes to Travis getting out of his truck near the bar, and we just hear this kind of high screeching bird noise as two bird claws latch onto his shoulders and lift him up.
That's so cool. I love that. That's great.
It's also very like TV budget economical.
Oh yeah, it's
After
it's
the
very
Raw
Lost
firework.
Boys.
This is what they could afford. 2 bird legs.
Yeah, they did
Some
blow
very
a lot of the
careful
budget
editing.
on the Raw firework thing. Good stuff.
All right, I think I've got something for Brooke. And it's Brooks in this sort of out room of an auditorium type of deal. And she's in like a bathrobe from what we can tell. And like there's a line of other young ladies. But also right next to her is Muffy, right? And Brooke like kind of low key keeps trying to sneak out of the line, and Muffy's like, no, you can do this. It's gonna be fine. Like, it's nothing gross. I'm right here. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna knock him dead. It's going to be great. Okay, fine. And then it's her turn. Somebody with a clipboard is like, Brooke Slater. And then smash cut to a handful of modeling shots of like Brooke in these different Calvin Klein-esque sort of get-ups, including like one or two really not super racy, but still kind of racy, like televisionable underwear shots.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. That's not it. Because the last one is a shot of somebody actually like dropping a stack of magazines. And on like one of the, you know, when they have a wrap with an advertisement on it,
Mhm.
like Brooke's on it.
That's awesome. I like that. Good payoff. So we have
Is it
one.
just me then?
I think it is just you.
I think we'll have a shot that starts with Patrick and Patricia O'Neill dressed in black. And probably, you know, pans out and you see Brooke, Echo, Tyler, and Chad. Wolf and Chad. And, you know, there's definitely, like, there's tombstones, Rolfs. And the camera keeps panning back. And then there's this tree. And then behind the tree, you suddenly see Rolf. And then you see Wolf suddenly looking over his shoulder, and you see all the other three also going like, what? And then, of course, it goes back to the tree, and there's no Rolf there.
Nice. I like it. Sweet. That will bring our Minrage story to an end, but we may come back to this. So let's quickly do our advancement point stuff here at the end, and then we will be done. So, one for showing up. You made it to the session, participate, get an advancement point. It's terrible, right? Participation trophy and all. It's the end of the universe. Vanquished foes. You took part in a battle and won. You all did take part in that big battle, and you won. Question mark? As we have Co-King, except one we know is actually alive or undead, and the other, who knows? So that's 2. Great job. Nobody went to work. Character voices. Did something cool in roleplay, something that really embodies your character, makes the story awesome. 1 point across the board. Loved it. 3 for everybody. Ouchie. So whoever took on a condition in lieu of accumulating stress, I think that was just one player who did that.
Brooke did that, I think.
Brooke did that. Yeah. Brooke did that. And Chad, well, wait. No, we cured one for Rolf. That's the other thing that we did, but only one where Brooke took a condition. Cool. And then the last one, extraordinary action. Nobody rolled multiple 6s. Oddly enough, I don't. Oh wait,
I did.
You did.
Multiple times.
Oh gosh, that's right.
I always did it for extra success though. So.
Okay. Sounds good. So that means that everyone gets 3 and Brooke gets 4. And that is it. And that pushes some people up pretty high. So don't forget there's a pop-up next to the word advancement points, which shows you all the stuff you can get for those points. And feel free. Next time we play, will be next week. Will be Wolf storytelling us through Vampire the Masquerade with a new attendee at the table, and Rolf.
Maybe 2 new attendees. Yeah.
Maybe 2 new attendees. Yeah. So we'll need to talk through that. We can talk about it in the G chat. After that, we will play some more Monster Squad. We will make. I'll work with Sabine to create her kid on bike, and we'll play that for a bit, and then hit the mall, defend the shops. Our aged retired supers version of Hit the Streets, Defend the Block. Looking forward to September and this wrap up of the story about our minimum rage crew with, as everything should end, a Vampire the Masquerade game. So excited for that. Tyler, you're the best. I'll bring the live stream to a close here. Thank you all so much for playing.